Eritrea's armed struggle for independence spanned 3 decades, each marked by significant milestones. The book Eritrea's Liberation Struggle, 1969 to 1981 and beyond examines a pivotal decade in Eritrea's quest for independence. 1981 marks a significant milestone. The ELF was driven from the field. The EPLF dominated the field, consolidating the power of Isaias Afwerki, leading to the brutal dictatorship we experience today. The book covers 10 chapters. Part 1, Introduction with a historical context and summary of the first book, Eritrea Ancient Times to 1968. Covers the root causes of the Eritrean Liberation Front's, ELF, challenges in the late 1960s and early 1970s with subtitles that include early hurdles, common diagnosis but conflicting solutions, key personal actors, Sabe, Isaias and Abdallah Idris. Part 2 Understanding Division in Liberation Movements covers theoretical framework, splits in liberation movements, a norm or an exception with a look at exploring division in global liberation movements with a focus on African liberation movements, factors behind the divisions in the Eritrean liberation movement. Part 3 Early Milestones and Conflicts covering the impetus to unite the 5 military zones and the inevitable urge to split 1969 to 1970, conflicting narratives and leadership dynamics, the Provisional General Command, PGC, and its operations. Part 4 Critical Incidents look in detail into the so-called Syriet, platoon, Addis, the murder of Kidane Kiflu and Welday Gidey in March 1970, Nehnan Elamanan, We and Our Objectives. Part 5 Reform and Fragmentation, the reform movement of 1973, Arca Menkae, with narratives from the organization and the victims, and compared to the G15 demands 2001, the splits in the ELF, PLF1, PLF2, and Obel, and timeline from various perspectives. Part 6 Underground Politics and Social Evolution, the secret parties and political schools in the ELF and EPLF, LP and EPRP in detail, summary of social and economic experiences of the ELF-EPLF. Part 7 ELF-EPLF Military Achievements and Setbacks, the Eritrean Liberation Army, ELA Victories and Challenges, Eritrean People's Liberation Army, the so-called Falal Movement in the ELF, 1975 to 1977. Part 8 Relations with Regional Actors, TPLF Relations with Eritrean Liberation Movements, Disputes, Approaches, and Intricacies, Sudan's Army and Intelligence Role in Eritrean and Ethiopian Liberation Struggles. Part 9 Comparing the ELF and the EPLF, Contrasting Strategies and Policies, Support from Educated Eritreans, Eritreans for Liberation in North America, EFLNA, and Europe, the General Union of Eritrean Students, GUES, National Congresses, and Key Decisions. Part 10 ELF Decline and Legacy, Military Demise of the ELF, the Razse coup, 1982, and its implications, concluding reflections, lessons for Eritrea's future.